Hey guys, today we're showing you how to solve a megaminx. So this is not really the best method, but this is the method. This is like the easiest method I know to solve a megaminx. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. So first step, we're gonna want to get into a simple cross, like we do in a 3x3, like this. It should look like a star. And when we finish that, we want to solve each side. We need to solve the white side first. And then like this, and then once you get into this position, you're just going to start off by solving the edges like you do on a 3x3. So it's basically like this. Just do the same 3x3 algorithm you would use to pair edge. In this case, I'm just going to show you the beginner's way to pair them. You just do this on the left side, and then you do the same thing on the right side. Or you can just use a C-fob way. Now, like this, once we get to where, like this, in this position, what we want to do is start adding the edges like this, just like on each side, but we're not going to add the corners yet. So then, when you add the first two edges on any side you want to choose, you want to pair up the corners before we start the other side. In some cases, the edge will already be here, but some cases it won't pop up there. And then just add the edges. And then you look for the last corner. Just the last one. Alright. And like this. Then when you got all the corners solved, you want to make sure you solve 1, 2, 3 of the edges. 3 edges, okay? I got one of them already solved. And now I just need to solve 2 more for me. Now that's how you do the first side. To the second side, if you choose any side you want from the first side, and you will already see that you already got one edge solved right there. So then what you want to do is just grab the last edge, like this, and then grab the 2 corners, and then solve it like those 2 corners, and then solve those 2 edges because you would have already one edge solved. Because then you only need to do 2 edges, because on the first side it applies differently, but now you just have to do 2. So let's solve those 2. Can't find it. Right here, like this, and then you would do the same thing with the green part. Now you continue the same direction you chose to. Now we got to do this edge, and then those 2 corners. This. And then you're going to solve those 2 edges again, this one too. And then for the last 2 sides, for the purple, you do this. And then for here, now it's going to be, if we try to insert the corner here, it might ruin the cube. So what we want to do is turn the edge once, grab any corner, and insert it in. Like this. And then you do that with the other one. And then for here, on the last part, we're going to just finish off right here. And then we just got 2 edges to put together before we go on the last layer. Like this. And then do this part. And then now we just have to solve every single corner by doing the same alg we do on here. And like this, now we just need to put the edges together. It's going to take a while, but you'll eventually figure it out. You just have to mess around with it a bit until the edges will eventually come together. So yeah, this step will take a few minutes. Okay, well actually it didn't, but yeah, so once we get all the edges like this, all we want to do is now orient the edges. Oopsies. Now what we want to do is orient the edges. But also keeping the edges here. Then once we got one oriented, you're going to stay here, keep it here, to keep it preserved. And then once you get to this point where you can solve all, and then once you get to a point where you can almost solve every single one. And then once you have 2 done or 3, you're just going to have to preserve 2 of them. You can't preserve all 3. And then now we just got into this case where all of them are swapped. And now we're just going to do this same algorithm you know in the beginner's method. Like so. Like this, and then you just solved it, and that's how you solve. Well, that's the easiest way I know to solve it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.